extra laptop here. All right, here we go. What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. And this is our Thursday night throwdown. I have an awesome intro song, but I forgot to set that shit up. And so maybe I'll get it down at the last bit. Like we'll close with it, right? And introducing everybody, this is my partner, Ben. Ben is the newest member of the fucking Proofer crew, except he's here with me live. He's going to be doing my camera work and helping me with merchandising, helping me making videos and all the good shit, all the shit that's behind the scenes where you need fucking extra hands with, you know. Ben is the fucking man. I finally found a guy who can actually fucking do this shit. He can act. He can do all kinds of great shit, man. So he's going to be a big part of the show now. And so I want to welcome him aboard. Ben, fucking thank you for coming and joining us, dude.
Thanks, man.
Fuck yeah, buddy. All right. Now, so on to the best part of this. This is the Thursday night throwdown. This is where UFO Proof versus our main Muslim denying hater, Sean, over here, who is in complete denial of his Muslim brotherhood. But you know, we're not going to hold that against him. How you doing tonight, Sean? You doing good, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're fucking doing excellent. All right. So let's get ready to throw down, man. And we're going to start this off. You motherfucker, dude. You're going to fucking get it now, dude. We're going to start this off with Las Vegas. Now, I say the Las Vegas shooting is exactly what they are reporting. I am believing what the mainstream media is reporting us. There was a single shooter on the 32nd floor, and he shot 59 people or 58 people and then shot himself. And that's what I'm believing. Sean has a different view, an incorrect view. And before we start, I'm just going to say this right now so everybody understands this. Sean and I are friends, all right? Despite whatever we say and despite whatever fucking little cocky smug-ass fucking face he might fucking make, Sean and I are actually friends. We do not mean any of the hurtful stuff that we say or any stuff like that. We are definitely friends, dude. So behind the scenes, we're boys. But for the show, you know, we have our own separate opinions. I'm a left guy. He's a right guy. And so that's just where it's at, you know? Exactly. All right. So now tell me your fucking crazy ass kooky conspiracy, all right? On this.
Why is everything got to be kooky conspiracy? Why can't it just be
because it's not real. Because it's go ahead.
Just analyzing the footage, you know, taking what we can from it.
Okay.
And, you know, it sounds like someone's shooting on the ground or maybe very low in the building, close to the taxi driver, and the number of shots and the different locations, it just sounds way far apart. Now
the sounds, I gotta say that the sounds, one from, you know, being a gun guy, shooting guns and shit, those, I definitely recognize those sounds as echoes. And you know, and then the directional change of the gun, like, so the gun's shooting one way, the bullets are coming at one direction from where this cab driver is hearing them, and then the gun's been changing direction, and so now you're hearing a completely different sound and all that. And I think that completely explains away what the guy from the Red Elephant was saying with his theory, you know. But I want to know this: if you honestly believe that there's these multiple shooters, how come no one has a video of this other shooter?
Well, they're not even releasing video of the single shooter or any of the security footage. You know, they have cameras everywhere that shows everything. And we've barely scratched the surface on what's really been released. We have some shaky cell phone footage and, you know, the taxi driver footage. I mean, it's good footage for what it is.
Count that as legitimate, right? We can say that it's not going to be manipulated by the man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
That's going to be real footage. So
yeah.
where do you know, there's not any evidence I see in any of those footage supporting another gunman. Everyone is knowing that it's coming from this fucking direction, from this guy on that floor. I mean, where are you guys at now? Where is this other gunman at now?
Probably in the building or on the ground. There might be more than two. There might be three shooters. There was somebody said that girl got shot in the front of the knee and it blew her knee out the back of her leg when she was in cover. And then there was another person that that was hiding, and he said that he was also shot in cover. But mostly, what I'm basing my hypothesis on is the point of view from the taxi driver, the change in the sound. You think it's echoes, but it doesn't line up. There's too many gunshots. It's not the same amount of shots.
Well, that's just the thing. Like, you know, I recognized it as the echoes. And then we had Sergeant Schill on here who really knows what he's talking about. And he, in fact, did call out what, just by hearing it, he called out exactly what the shooter was shooting, what kind of gun he was shooting, and that he was using a bump stock on his weapon. And like he did call all that out prior to. Now, you know, because you were on here.
I can't confirm or deny that he said that before that the evidence was released.
Shit, you can't fucking confirm or deny it. You were on the fucking show with us.
No, I don't know if he had saw the leaked images of the room, and we can't, me or you can't prove that he didn't see that.
Fine, you're all right. Can't confirm or deny that, but at the most part.
Yeah. No, like,
so are you calling Schill a liar?
No, I'm just saying there's other military people out there that disagree from that perspective that may have the same or more experience than Schill. No offense, Schill. I know you're here.
Yeah. Can you do you still have the link up for this cab driver video? Do you have that like readily available?
I mean, I can find it in a second.
Okay, I'll let you find it for a second, and then I'll host. So what he showed me a video of this a gentleman was and I'm talking like from the, you know, there's two different videos he showed me, but the one with the gentleman from the Red Elephant, the YouTube channel, which is obviously a lefty liberal. This Red Elephant guy said that he heard the shots and that he was saying that these were the regular shots and that these ones were the echoes and comparing them. And I'm saying that when you hear the video, anyone who's been around guns should automatically recognize that the first shots that you hear from the taxi cab driver's perspective is the bullets are actually coming towards them, like where the cabbie is. The bullets are flying at them. That's why you hear such a extenuating sound. Like it's very you know, forceful. It's like it's happening right there by them. And then the rest of the sounds sound off in the distance. That's because the gunman had actually changed his direction, changed his position, and is now shooting away from the cabbie, who's actually being blocked by the sound by a building.
I don't think that's going to affect the sound that much unless he actually walked to the opposite side of the building and the building is cushioning the sound. But from what I know, the shooting all took place on the same side of the building.
Yes. And that's what I'm talking about.
Just him changing left to right a little bit isn't going to change the amount of sound that's coming out of that gun.
No, that's the thing. From the cabbie's point of view, from their perspective, it will change. It'll change drastically because the bullets are coming towards the cabbie, like in their direction. So they're getting a lot more sound. And the bullets are going away from them.
The bullet's not making the sound. The sound's emanating from the end of the muzzle, which is going to go in a radial field for sound.
It's also it's being directed towards the cabbie. And when the bullets are coming towards the cabbie, it's like that's going to, you know, pick up even more sound. And then when it goes away from them, along with the building and everything, it's going to.
I think no matter what, it's going to be the same because it's above them at the same distance. It's not like the guy turning left or right is going to change the amount of sound that the cabbie's phone is recording because he's below the gunfire. So that guy turning that little bit, I just don't think is going to change that sound that drastically. I can understand it a little bit, but a lot like that. It's
like a speaker. Like if you have a speaker and it's directing its sound out and everyone's hearing it and it's bumping, it's pointing this way, you know, the person over on this side is going to hear it a lot more. But if you turn it away, this person who's still over here is not going to hear it the same.
Yeah, I understand
now,
that.
It would still be the same for somebody who's in the middle, but not for someone who's on one side of it.
Yeah, but he's below it. He's not really on a side of it. He's below it.
He's on the can't be. He's on the side and below. He's both.
A little bit, yeah. But I just don't think it's going to change that much. The drastic change. I understand a little bit, but the drastic sound, and then as he even drove around, it still changed. It was going to different places all over the place.
Now, I can prove this theory to be correct. I bet you I can prove my statements to be correct. And I think we could go ahead. It's obviously it's too late now, but I would be willing to go and fucking shoot the gun. We could shoot my fucking shotgun and I could be planted behind something else with the phone, and you can listen to it. We can have Ben shoot the gun towards our direction and then shooting it away from our direction with something as a buffer in between us, and watch. We could even measure the fucking what's that fucking called, Sean, when you measure the sound? Yes, correct.
Level.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be that drastic.
I bet you it's a huge difference.
No. The only way,
no, it's fucking on now, dude. Yo, fucking
the only way the sound could be cushioned, how you're saying, is if he was literally on the other side of the building. That's the only way I could see it happening.
You okay? Like, I'm gonna have to draw you like a diagram of Mandalay Bay and show you where the cabbie was to where the fucking the shooter was. So the cabbie the cabbie is off to the side and almost behind the building, almost. You know. It's like they're
in the first video. He's directly in the beginning. He's directly underneath.
He's directly. How is he directly underneath?
He's in the bay where you drop people off.
Yeah, but that's not directly underneath the shooter, though.
It kind of. Well, no, not if you dropped a fucking out the window.
I know Mandalay Bay. I lived in Las Vegas for years, man. I know where they go. The cabs bring them in, man. That's way off to the side.
Dude, it's an AK being fired off. It's an M16 being fired off. I don't think the sound is going to change that drastically from just turning a 45-degree angle.
Well, let's see what the comments on YouTube say. I haven't got to look at those. Let's go take Sean, are you checking out the comments? Let's take a look at these. I want to see what you guys are saying. Let me check out your comments up here. Sorry about that, you guys. You know, we started going off on this, but I want to get your guys' what's your guys' thoughts on this? All right. So, all right. What up, Jax, Skin Man, Tom? How you guys doing, Vern? You doing good? UFO bro, what up, buddy? All right, you guys. What up, Sergeant Shill? How we doing? Fast Rod 483, Rat Face Scum. You guys doing good? Gyro 420, Gas Mask. Glad to see all you guys here. You know, I love to get everyone's thoughts on this. And Leroy Jenkins, what up, buddy? Rafael Ruiz, doing good? Be real, everybody. Good. I'm glad you guys can join. All right. So, Ox on the box. How you doing? All right. So now that we got all that out, now I want to say, what are you guys thinking about this? Are you guys thinking that this is
it more than meets the eye, or is it exactly what they say it is?
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Because I'm saying you know, exactly what they say it is, as in they're saying they might not know everything that's happening. You know, they're still collecting evidence. They're still investigating.
Yeah, but that's, you know, also like,
I don't think they're lying to us.
That's a cop out.
Now, you tell me, what is the reason for this conspiracy? Why are they hiding these extra gunmen?
I think
that you guys know
worried about America's feelings, because there's so many sensitive people out there. They can't release that he might be recently converted to Islam. He might be part of Antifa, because that would ruin a lot of what their plans are.
What do you mean? So now this has become like a fucking Illuminati fucking conspiracy now, that this is going to ruin.
That's a little too far. That's a little too far.
I mean, like, how far does this go to, like, who is benefiting from this conspiracy?
You broke up there. I couldn't hear you.
Who is benefiting from this denial of these multiple shooters?
I guess it would be technically the Illuminati, since you said it like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, Sean.
I mean, okay, so you want to be really serious. It's really like the Democrats, and they want to push their gun control. That's why they're instantly on the gun control as soon as it happens.
Right. Now we fucking reached it. Okay, so now when you say, you know, oh, Kyle, this is everything's a right-wing conspiracy to you. I'm just saying, now this is a right-wing conspiracy that the Democrats want to take away people's guns.
Well, no, I'm not saying they want to take them away. I'm just saying they're always pushing some type of gun legislation or gun type of control as soon as something happens. And it's not like the next day. It's like as soon as it happens, right then and there.
They're a bunch
Always.
of pussies, dude. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna fucking, of course, the reason that they use those events or whatever is because they're worried about the guns and guns getting in the hands of other people, and there should be stricter regulations on buying guns. And I'm just talking, assault weapons, dude. Fucking, we don't need
Don't
crazy
say that
people with
either.
them.
Assault weapon is not a good term.
But that's what it is, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
All guns can be used as assault weapons. That's what they do when you use it in that
There's a
form.
tremendous difference between a 9mm and a fully automatic AK-47. There is a huge difference.
Yeah, but no one can get fully automatic weaponry, and it's already illegal. It's already there's no controlling it.
And be fully automatic in a matter of minutes.
That's right. And in fact, this is what
Especially with an AK.
And this is what this guy did. If I believe Sergeant Schill was saying this, that the guy had bump stock ammunition or whatever, so he was able to use
a bump stock is just a simple modification where you take the pistol grip off and you just replace the rear stock with a bump stock that has a spring in it, that has a little handle recess, that has the handle jiggle so you can get your finger in the trigger and pull the trigger. I mean,
yeah, but what it does is it uses the gas pressure from the fucking round before it to actually push out the other round.
Well, that's how a gun works to reload by itself.
Yeah, so I mean that basically means you're shooting out twice as many rounds twice as fast.
I mean, it's between semi-automatic and fully automatic. It's like a slight bump above slight below fully automatic. It's not quite fully automatic.
Well, close enough, and all I'm saying is
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter bump stock or not.
Well, it does matter because it's like that's the whole thing that these Democrats or whatever are fighting over, is that they don't want people to be able to just like you should have some kind of a background check for people who want to buy fully automatic weapons. And I absolutely agree with that. I like fully automatic weapons, but I don't think they're fucking necessary.
You cannot get fully automatic weapons.
Yes, you can. What are you talking about? Of course you can.
Where?
What do you mean where? This is in America, dude. You can get them anywhere. You just got to have the money. You just have to have money, dude. That's all. And you got to have a clean record. You got,
Okay, so criminals usually aren't going to have a ton of money to get past background checks and or whatever tax stamps you might have to buy per state or license you might have to buy per state. But like the average criminal is going to have whatever they want.
Yeah, but this guy's a multimillionaire. Is he your average criminal?
No, but it's not very common for something like that to happen. That's another reason why it's very strange, because it's so loaded.
Happening quite a bit now.
But rich people
I'm talking about everybody just fucking going on mass shooting sprees. They just fucking, people are just like, it's like the thing to do. It's like hip right now. It's like the Macarena. All right. Everybody is like, it's like, how many people can I take out now, dude? Who can take out more than the next person? It's like the hip thing to do, I guess. I don't know.
Wonder if he's trying to beat out Hillary Clinton's record.
Oh, here we fucking go, dude. Well, fucking of course, man. Yeah, now, I don't like fucking Hillary Clinton. I don't fucking like her. But, I mean, can we just fucking accept that she's not well, okay, listen. I'm not just saying, all I'm saying is that she's fucking a stupid-ass fucking cunt bitch, and she fucking robbed Bernie Sanders. That's all I'm trying to say, all right?
Yeah, but Bernie forgave her. He forgave her and told everybody to vote for her, to not vote for Trump.
He didn't have a fucking choice, Sean, and you know that, dude.
But he has choices in life. He could have easily done the opposite of what he did and gained more followers than what he lost all his followers. Except for maybe like you.
Have a fucking choice, Sean. All right,
you're like a bleeding heart for him.
They fucking told him that they would
Don't
not
apologize for Bernie.
God damn it, Sean, you motherfucker! They fucking told him that they wouldn't pass shit. They said if you don't fucking do this shit, we're not gonna pass a single fucking law that you want, you motherfucker.
What would you do? You would say, I'm going
He
anyways.
is
Fuck you
better than
guys.
I am, all right? He is fucking better. He's got more morals than I do, all right? You can't
To
fucking
me,
put us on the
that's
same
weak.
level.
That shows that he's totally weak and has no balls.
Damn it! He's not fucking weak, you son of a bitch!
He should have stood up for what he believed in. He did not believe what he was saying. He
No,
did not
he
stand up
believed
for
in
any of
what he
us.
was saying. In fact, he believed in it so much that he fucking had to fucking, bend over and fucking take it up the ass from fucking Clinton because he actually cares about the American people. He didn't care about being president. He cared about helping us, dude. And so he did what he
Sounds
had
like
to
he
do
was a
to try to
prison
get
bitch.
laws passed.
It sounds like he was a prison bitch
Motherfucker.
for Hillary Clinton. He could have stood up. Imagine if he stood up, man. Imagine if he stood up. Imagine if he said what he really felt and stood
Now,
up to her.
imagine if he did. Now, you got to understand something. So say Bernie fights and he goes, you know what? Fuck you, Clinton. I'm running on independent. And he becomes president. Say he beats out Trump and Clinton. He becomes president. Now you got the Republicans and the Democrats refusing to pass any law that he wants. So everything that he wanted to happen. What's up?
It's the same thing they're doing to Trump.
Are you fucking insane? Listen, dude. Okay. The Senate, the House of Representatives, the Supreme Court, and the White House are all Republican owned. All right. They are all Republican right now.
They hate him. It doesn't matter. They want exactly the same thing.
Trump. That's because he's a globalist elitist.
No.
And they fucking
if he was a globalist elitist, they wouldn't hate him. They would love him.
No. They fucking hate him because he's a globalist elitist. And it's like, oh, this guy's not part of he's not part of the in crowd. He's not part of the politicians. He's part of the guys who bribes politicians. Okay. No. That's what he does. He pays off politicians to fucking, he's on a class all his own. He's not Republican or Democrat. He don't give a fuck. He's rich. He's money. And that's all he cares about is money. He don't give a fuck about, and he don't care about helping anybody else. How long has the dude been in office? How many times has he gone golfing?
So what? It doesn't mean he's not working.
So what? Oh, well, fuck, I'm sure when Obama went golfing, it was oh my God, Obama's going golfing. But as soon as fucking Trump, he's gone golfing how many fucking times? And all the money we pay for his fucking ass to go to Mar-a-Lago and shit. What kind of president is this?
I think you're getting skewed information.
It's fucking fake news. Yeah, of course.
I never once complained that Obama went to play golf. I think everybody needs the weekend off to gather themselves. But according to a lot of people, he just continually works even when he's away. He's always on his phone, always making business calls, always doing things. And the truth is we can never know behind the scenes. We can just believe what they say or just ignore it or, badmouth him and say he's just not doing anything and he's just wasting money.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's just what is he doing besides he's talking shit? Who gives a fuck about if the NFL is standing during a fucking national anthem? Who gives two fucks about it? But this is like his main thing. He's fucking tweeting everything. That's all he gives a fuck about right now.
It takes 30 seconds to make a tweet. It doesn't mean he's not working.
Obviously, there's an issue when every branch of the government is run by Republicans and he can't get a single fucking law passed. That's because the shit that he wants to do is so outrageous, the American people won't stand for it. And the Republican Party understands that they will lose they will lose everything. They will lose all their chances at re-election if they do the shit that he wants to do.
They're going to get reelected into all their positions because of Trump, and if they don't cooperate with him, they're going to get bounced. They're going to start seeing Democrats and independents.
See, that's the thing. Like Trump using his position to threaten senators and shit like that is against the law.
He didn't threaten anyone for their position. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people realizing that he threatened Karen McCaskill and said that you need to go and vote her out of office. Now, he said that at a rally, all right? And by doing that, that is in fact breaking the law. Just because the Republicans, because they run the fucking House right now and they're not bringing up any charges. They absolutely could, but they're just refusing to because they're fucking babies, What would the actual charge be? Aren't you supposed to endorse your candidate and say that to go vote this other person out? Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you endorse your candidate?
No, you're not endorsing. He wasn't endorsing a candidate. He was simply attacking Karen McCaskill.
Well, in
fact, he was at a rally and Karen McCaskill was in another state.
I don't agree or disagree with that instance because I don't know who she is.
Well,
So I can't really say.
Okay, well,
but I don't really see a problem with that because I don't really know the full details on what the laws are and what actual law he broke and what the weight of that law carries.
Well, I'll give you this. I'll tell you this. I actually agree with you on that sense because I think that the president, in fact, should be able to do that. I don't think it should be against the law. However, it is against the law, but I don't think it should. I think the president should be able to say, hey, go vote this fucking guy out of office. I think he should be able to do that. Okay. I would like to see Bernie Sanders be able to do that. So I'm not going to say that Trump shouldn't be able to, because I think Bernie should, if he was president, I think he should be able to do that. All right. Yeah. But it is, in fact, the law, and he is, in fact, breaking it. You know, I'm just.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he knew. He made a mistake. That's all I can say on the part. But I'm really confused as how we're so far apart on some of the things that you really think that Trump is inside as a globalist, but you believe Bernie Sanders is an outsider, and you're so hardcore on it. But I think they're both outsiders, but I feel like at the end, Bernie really sold out, and it really hurt my insides. No. It hurt my insides, and it hurt my heart because I really wanted Bernie Sanders to pull through.
Bernie, okay, is a dude from Brooklyn. He's never taken money from any outside source. His paycheck, the senators get paid $199,000 a year. All right. So almost $200,000 a year. Bernie's taxes prove 100% that he made, and that all of his money, $199,000. He doesn't accept a penny from any special interest. He refuses to take money from fucking people. Whereas Trump, he's the guy who fucking pays off. Okay, remember at the beginning of the Republican debates where Trump said, I've given money to half the people up here. Why is he giving the money? Because he wants laws enacted for him, not for the people, but so his company can make money. You know, so he goes and buys politicians.
Let's not say laws. Let's say like favors, for instance, because let's say he wanted to build a property in New York, but there was some law in place where this building was protected because of this thing. So you pay this guy to get it done, to get the paperwork done, to move it along. It's not necessarily bad or illegal or even immoral. It could just be, I need these things done. Can we move it along?
I understand that you got to grease a couple palms, but that's the issue with fucking America, is that basically our government is up for sale. And so,
but not anymore.
Now take George Soros. Now, is that wrong what he does if he wants to go and buy a couple politicians and get laws enacted in his favor?
The way he goes about it and what they're actually pushing in their agenda, yes.
Well, that's the same thing, though. It's the exact same thing. His agenda is the same as Trump's. Make money.
So going and killing people and hurting the world and hurting every country on the planet.
Oh, dude, give me a break. That's not what George Soros is doing.
They want to make the new world order, whether you believe it or not. And Trump is against it. And the only other person that was against it.
Trump is against it, yeah. When he put his hands on that glowing orb in Saudi Arabia, he really looked like he was against it, didn't he?
Who knows what that was all about.
Yeah, all right. Let's just all think about that glowing orb for a minute, all right? In Saudi Arabia.
Do you know how easy it would be to get Trump to do that and just to frame him for that? Like, hey, man, we're going to take a photo op. He's probably like, hell yeah, photo op, I'm in. Touch this glowing thing. He's like, whoa, touching it before they even told him. So don't act like he was a part of anything.
Okay, I'm all right. That's pretty funny. All right, because he might have actually fucking just done that.
They probably flickered it. They were like, "Look at this," and he was like, "Did you guys see that?" And he probably went right up to it, and they all gathered around real slow and creepily, and he's like, "Ooh, what is this, guys?" And they're like, "Just look at the camera."
Yeah, he might have tricked him. Okay, I'm not saying that he was above being fooled by these guys, okay? But I'm just saying, all right, he did put his hands on that golden glowing orb to rule the world, I'll just fucking say it.
If I really believe if Trump was a globalist, we would know it, and it would be evident by Paul Ryan and some of the other people. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer wouldn't be acting how they are acting.
It's evidence in him owning businesses in China, in Indonesia, in Japan. You're misinterpreting.
You're using another definition. We're not talking about globalist as in the global market. I'm talking about globalists. They almost use it as like a religion and a way of life, where they just want to take over the world. It's almost really like imperialism.
When you're
It's
saying
imperialism to the max, not globalism in the economic sense, where you want to be a global empire like Nike or Adidas or
that's
any
globalism. Yeah, no, that's like globalism. Like when you have the people who are nationalists, that's they're saying they want to keep all the American money and all the businesses here in America and not spread out to the other nations. But being a globalist is the people who fucking take their companies and spread out to other nations of the world and start opening factories in fucking, in Mexico instead of in fucking San Francisco. You get what I'm saying? That's a globalist.
That's economic globalism, not a globalist who is someone who wants the new world order, one country, one world. Sounds theoretically.
This is what you're claiming is, in fact, what you're. It's a way for you to put it into terms of you saying that these guys are all globalists because they don't agree with what we want or whatever. But it's someone else who actually does the globalist thing. All right. You're like, you don't even have a definition of what globalism is. I'm taking the globalism definition as what everybody knows as a globalist is, which is, going and starting in, companies in other countries and making it all like one world,
Yeah. Like I said,
you're being a nationalist.
You're using the economic definition, whereas every company wants to go global. Every company wants to go global. Microsoft, Sony, everybody.
Yeah.
The globalists want to take over the world and control it with laws and regulations. They want to be a one world government. That is what a globalist is.
Now you're talking like New World Order is fucking, it's like that. That's what you're talking about, like New World Order.
Read the comments. Read the comments.
I see the comments, all right, but how I got a bunch of other fucking right wingers on here who are all going to disagree with me.
Stop saying that. I'm not right wing.
Yeah. You're right wing, dude. I'm sorry, Sean.
No, I'm really not. I'm really not.
Sean, you just okay. So you're not technically right wing. Okay, you're not technically right wing. You are more of and I wouldn't call you alt right. You're like fucking, your conspiracies are too much leaning towards the right. You're a leaner.
Don't carry.
You're a leaner, all right?
Conspiracies are just conspiracies. Labeling them left or right is not really correct.
Well, yeah, but they only get labeled left or right when they're started by someone on the left or the right.
Correct.
Okay, so when someone starts them on the left or the right, then that's where you do. It's like that's how you would say it. Yeah. Yes. Too much Alex Jones. That's fucking. Absolutely, Alex Jones. Is fucking, and he considers himself. He says he's libertarian or whatever, but he does everything that's fucking. Right.
Classical liberal. Classical liberal.
What?
Alex Jones and myself, classical liberal, which you probably actually are, but you call yourself a liberal progressive. But you're probably
I'm not a liberal at all. I'm progressive.
You're a classical liberal in most sense of the definition. You like guns, you like freedom, and you don't want people to fuck with you, and you don't care what your neighbor does as long as it doesn't affect you. Correct. Therefore, you're not really on the left.
Yeah, that's liberal. That's not fucking.
That's true liberal.
Right wing, no. Yes, no, correct.
That's true classical liberal, which most people are. People on the left are like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders isn't even really on the left.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders is independent, man. He's also a gun supporter and shit like that, dude. But he's really against the money. It's the money that ruins everything.
It's not the money, it's the corruption.
Well, the money, it starts the corruption. The money is the fucking where the corruption comes from.
Jack Smith, you're incorrect. I appreciate all of my rights. Don't assume.
He is flat out lying, Kyle. Sean doesn't appreciate his rights. Alex Jones is more liberal than conservative. Yes, Sean is right. No, he's not. Okay, listen. Alex Jones is a conspiracy theorist who is so extreme in his hatred for the left, whether he's right or not, if he's not right wing, by the way he spews out his hatred for the left, it makes it appear that he is in fact right wing because he's constantly saying the left wing, the left liberals and shit like that. So
yeah, but they've
even if
all
he's not
lost
right
their
wing,
minds. They've
What's
all
up?
lost their minds.
correct.
So
But that's what worries me though, is that I don't want to see you guys fall off the fucking deep end to where, the motherfuckers going around saying we're all going to get locked up in FEMA camps and Walmart and shit. That shit never fucking happened. That's like propaganda being pressed by the NRA, and he's helping promote it. That Obama's going to come and take your guns. I still got my guns. Where's Obama? He's not in office. He's got no power. No one's coming for my guns now. And if this shooting was, the liberals are hiding the fucking the other shooters in order to help them somehow gain fucking votes or momentum to confiscate guns or whatever the fuck. It comes down to Trump is president. So that means it would be fucking Trump taking our guns.
that's not going to happen.
Correct.
Trump's
It's
not
never
gonna-
going to happen.
Trump would never let that happen. And under Hillary Clinton, it would happen. And it would cause a big
But
problem.
Hillary Clinton is not president, is she?
Yeah. No. So we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Correct. So all we have to worry about is Trump doing it. So if that's the
Right,
case, if that's all we have to worry about, and we know for a fact that Trump won't do it,
Yeah.
so why this conspiracy of these multiple shooters and stuff when Trump's going to prevent it from happening anyway?
Well,
It
no,
doesn't
it's to scare people that are on the opposition of Trump, that oppose everything he does, that think that guns are bad because the news says so. They're then going to vote in the future for people that are for gun laws.
Okay, but how come there is no direct evidence of any of this?
What do you mean?
Well, how come do you believe that evidence will in fact come to light proving that multiple shooters are out there shooting, or that they will always cover it up?
When they get when the conclusion of the investigation happens, I think that the chief of police will tell as much of the truth as possible without giving too many details, like the possibility of the guy being a converted Muslim and possibly the Antifa thing. They might just say that he was not working alone. They'll probably leave the political affiliation out of it. They'll probably leave religion out of it.
Why
We're probably not going to get the full truth from the news.
People would want answers. Why wouldn't they just give them to them? Is the police chief part of the conspiracy now?
Some people think that he's being shaken down, but I don't know. I just think he's tired. He's the only one that's going to tell the truth if it ever has a chance to happen. It's going to be in one of his press conferences. CNN's never going to repeat what might be true in the full sense of truth. I don't believe what they're saying. It just doesn't make enough sense.
And it seems like, so to me, to say that, that these guys are all in on a conspiracy, this would have had to have been pre-planned, and that they all would have had to have like knowledge of this and involved and say, okay, you guys, listen, there's multiple shooters, but we want to scare the public. So we're only going to tell them about one shooter. Because, if we tell them about the other shooters, then it won't affect them. But if we keep them hidden,
if they don't tell the public, people won't freak out. If they keep it a secret, they have time to find the person before they possibly do something more horrific.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
Well, if you tell people there's someone loose on the streets, it's going to cause chaos.
Having an extra gunman, there's already 59 people dead from this one gunman. So having a second gunman, how is that going to affect what fucking the people's, fears on gun control and shit like that? How is that going to make any difference?
Well,
to the point where they need to make up a lie about it.
The gun control thing is that's a separate issue. That's gun control versus the entire problem that happened. That has nothing to do with multiple shooters. The multiple shooter thing is the possible conspiracy behind it, that We know that the guy had to have this planned. He didn't just do it on a whim.
Yeah.
And he probably had help. And that came out earlier from the sheriff's department, like a few hours ago, that they think that he has accomplices. And the reason they may have not said that on day one is because they didn't want to cause chaos and confusion. So you want to keep it under wraps. So when the actual investigation concludes, they can say, "Oh, we have the other person already. There was 2 people, you know, so it won't be that big of a deal." But you wouldn't want to put that out there if that person got away right away.
Okay.
Day
See,
one,
okay. So
shooting people in the streets.
yeah, but now if you're going into all this, and that means that every time something happened or a new piece of evidence came to light, they would all have to be readjusting their conspiracy to fucking try to match all that. And that means it's either, so they're either fucking psychics and they're able to fucking see the future on how people are going to react to knowing this or to not knowing that, or it's just that there's just one gunman and that's the evidence they have right now. You know, like the thing is like the next time there's a mass shooting, is there going to be a conspiracy to where that next shooting that happens, and it will happen, will it come down to saying, oh, somehow it's about the Democrats saying that they want more gun control? Do you think this will happen?
It's a guarantee that the Democrats will jump on as soon as something happens.
Yes, absolutely they will. They will. But does that mean there's going to be a conspiracy on the next mass shooting that fucking, you know, do you think the next mass shooting is going to happen?
There's definitely 100% going to be a conspiracy, because anything that is planned is a conspiracy. What the guy did was an act of a conspiracy. Him and someone else possibly conspired to take out terror attacks on the public.
Okay, I understand the definition of a conspiracy for the people who are doing it.
Yeah, there's going to be a when the next thing happens, which
when the next
obviously
one
happens. You know, San Bernardino happened. There was conspiracy surrounding that. They thought there was multiple shooters on that. Same thing is going to happen here and the next time until they fully release information. Why are they so slow on releasing footage that they have?
But
why is that taking so long?
We are already able, without this crime having even been committed, we are already able to predict that people are going to come out and say that the next crime is fake. It's not being reported properly. They're already lying to us to a crime that has not happened yet.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
So are we all psychics?
Say that again.
That doesn't make sense. I was like, how does that make sense? Are we all psychics? We are able to sit here and say that every fucking shooting that happened is going to be a fake shooting. That's going to be some kind of fakeness to it.
No, it's not. Not everybody's going to see it. There's just going to be people that are going to assume that before all the full details come out. And if the police and the investigators could release as much information as possible, as fast as possible, that would really squash a lot of conspiracies. But withholding information and waiting and delaying and causing confusion.
You know as well as I do that there's certain reasons for them to withhold information. I mean, you know that. So, I mean, isn't that the right thing to do?
Yeah. I mean, it's all circumstantial. It's circumstantial. Like, for instance, if he's a converted Muslim, they should probably tell you. If there's Antifa hate literature in the room, they should tell us. They should tell us what the letter says on the desk.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of unanswered questions that surround some of the information that probably isn't pertinent, secret information.
Now, what if it turns out he is that the letter on the desk is a guy, you know, in support of Trump and Alex Jones, and that this is and he's going to go kill these fucking liberal yuppies? Is that going to be a real letter, or is it going to be fake?
It would be hard to say.
Oh, so on my side, it's going to be real, but on your side, well, then I don't know. So,
well, all I got to say is it's highly improbable. But if it did happen, it happened. If it's his writing, it's his writing. There's no arguing that. It's a science. They would have to look at the letter, break it down, look at his writing.
Arguing it, and I think you will argue it if it says that if he claims to be on the right wing or the right side, and he's doing this to attack lefty liberals, whatever, that you guys will claim that it's in fact fake, that the letter is made up, and that the fucking mainstream media made this letter up, and that the letter actually says something different. You know, instead of just accepting what it says for what it says.
If that is the case, then I would find it highly unlikely for that be the event to be chosen for that type of crime. If you're going to try to hurt people that are against Trump, it's not going to be at a concert rally that's country music and mostly Trump supporters. It would be mostly somewhere that's like a gun-free zone or kids or something like that.
A false flag, you know. What about that? What about the false flag theory, you know? Wouldn't that make sense?
I don't think the false flag term is such a broad term that it really could still be a false flag, even if someone was just being manipulated without themselves being part of the conspiracy. You know, like he could have just been, you know, he had debt. Somebody found out he had debt that knew he would be willing to commit these kind of things, you know, pull a few strings, have these things happen. I don't think that's what happened, but that could happen. You know, what if he got shot 4 nights ago or 5 nights ago, and then 5 other people came in the room and shot everybody up, and then the people came in and it's that dead body, so he must be the shooter, you know? You can hypothesize any kind of situation.
But doesn't it seem odd that any way I present it to you where it's the right wing doing it, that you're able to say no, that there's a reason why that could be wrong or why that could be true. But if he's like in support of Antifa or something like that, well, then that's a definite, you know?
Well, no,
it seems like you're being closed-minded to the fact that it could be a right winger. And I'm not saying I'm not saying the guy is on the right wing. I'm not saying that at all. That is not my belief at all. I'm just throwing it out there that it seems that these shootings. You're saying what's up?
It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just a lot less likely that it's going to be an actual, real Trump supporter who really supports what America's about, and it's not about going and killing innocent people down on the streets because they have opposing views from you.
Yeah, no, I agree, you know, and in fact, when it comes down to like when I said when we first started the conversation back on the Hangouts app, that isn't it possible that the guy is just fucking crazy and that there is a crime being committed that is not politically motivated and has nothing 100%. To do with the left or the right? Is that possible?
100%. All things are possible in reality.
You know?
Most anything is possible these days. You can never really say.
You fucking got that right, man. I mean, everything's possible. And I just think that I just see that with the evidence at hand, I don't see any really political motivation behind this killing. I just see a guy going crazy and wanting to kill. And his political choices are irrelevant. And, you know, he's a rich guy, so he don't care about politics. He cares about making money, you know? And
he could have been just planning to kill people and had no type of motivation. I just want to kill people. I'm done with life. I've had every experience. Right. Now I'm rich, and I'm going to buy all these guns, and I'm going to keep buying them, and then I'm going to go kill the nearest people the day I'm pissed off. Maybe his girlfriend left him, and he was like, if you don't leave, I'm going to kill you. Here's money. I'm going on a killing spree. Get the fuck away from me. Bye.
You know, now see, that seems more likely to me, and that appears to be what the cops are showing evidence for, because they're not showing any kind of evidence for any kind of political affiliation for the guy. So I have to take it at face value and say he's just fucking crazy and he killed a bunch of people and it is not politically motivated at all, you know? I think
at the moment I don't currently think it's politically motivated because it doesn't seem like the proper place to use that type of thing. I just think he was crazy, and it could be I think if it's more than anything, it's a little bit of shadow ops going on. Somebody was manipulated to do this, or he's crazy. It's not like this was Antifa.
Okay.
He might have read some Antifa stuff and been okay with like, oh, I'm an Antifa now, and they're going to look up to me forever because I killed all these little country bumpkins and all this and that.
I mean, sure, that's a possibility. And the same could be that he's fucking on the right wing and he's a fucking fucking Klan member or something like that. But I'm just saying that those are relevant. I think in the end, what seems to be more likely, or the likeliest explanation, is that he went crazy. I think that there's more, that the straight up he's just a crazy guy who fucking killed people is more likely to be the answer than a politically motivated attack.
Yeah, it
And
just doesn't seem like the proper venue for that type of thing.
It doesn't.
across
Okay,
your
so
thing.
in the end, at the end of this conversation, where we started, at the end of our fucking throwdown, we are in agreement. Yeah.
For the most part,
For the
there's
most
some missing
part.
details.
Okay.
Some guy went
yeah,
crazy.
Some of the details, yeah, but for the most part, we can say, yeah, we're not, it may be this or maybe that, but if we had to put money on it, I would probably more likely say, okay, it's probably crazy because there seems to be a little bit more evidence than that than there is a political motivation as of right now,
Yeah, and if
Now, in
if there
time,
is, they need to release
more
that
evidence could
information.
come out. What's up?
They need to release the information if that is something. That's why it's still like on the fence about it. Is they have his letter, they have some information. I'm sure he had a cell phone. I'm sure he had text messages. I'm sure he was in contact with people. He wasn't a hermit in the middle of nowhere. He was in a high roller suite, man. He was a baller. Everybody knew this
No,
dude.
I was hearing that he was a fucking a gambleaholic, and that he was like fucking in debt hardcore, and he was probably losing everything. Do you think that that's possible, that he had lost so much that he was like, fuck it. Maybe he even lost a lot of money at Mandalay Bay, and so that's the reason why he targeted people from that casino.
I don't think that his bank statements say that. I think his bank statements show that
He's got money.
loaded.
He's
Yeah,
loaded. That's what I heard.
I don't think that would be a problem. So the other theory is like, okay, he owed money to someone and they came and killed him and they just were pissed and they wanted to commit mass murder. So they left dead old man on the ground and just committed murder. But I find that less likely than him being upset that his Filipino new girlfriend / wife maybe cheated on him or used him for a green card.
Mhm.
So he's like, I love you and I'm not going to kill you. And if you stay, I'm going to kill you. So go away.
That's exactly. I think that any of those things are highly more likely than political motivation killing. All right. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So in the end, you guys, it seems that Sean and I, as always, we always like to fucking butt heads and shit, but we are friends. And in this instance, yeah, you fucker. In this instance, we had started out on opposite ends, and after our discussion, it appears that we are both leaning towards the same kind of answer. And so, I'm going to go ahead and rule this fucking throwdown as a tie, as a successful throwdown where we both got our hands raised in the end, and we fought, dude. We put up our fucking dukes and we went down, and this was a beautiful fight. And if we were in Rome a couple thousand years ago, Caesar would have gave us both a wooden sword, and we would have walked out of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He would have let us fucking both go, dude. That's right, dude. Are you not entertained? All right. Well, so what, Sean? Should we let some of these other fuckers on here with us or what, dude?
Send Tom a link. He has something to say that seems pertinent to our talk here.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to send everyone else a link except for Tom. All right. Oh, what's up, you motherfuckers? Are you guys ready to come on here, man? You guys want to come and join us? All right, let me fucking post a link for you cocksuckers, and you guys can get on here and we can all fuck around and have a good time. This was an excellent throwdown, and Sean, I want to thank you, and you better fucking practice and get warmed up for next week's Thursday night throwdown when we go down and we kick fucking ass. All right, brother?
You got it, man.
Let's fucking do it. All right, there's the link, you guys. All right, so anyone want to come on and join? Tom, you want to get your ass on here? Incredible. Oh, dude, and I got so many fucking people asking for the third phase of moon videos for me to repost them, and I was looking for them for fucking 2 days, and luckily enough, I have fucking found them, and I will be reposting the third phase of moon interviews, dude, and they're gonna fucking rock, dude. And if anyone got any other older videos that I'd done that you guys want to see that I had to take down, you guys are welcome to just shoot me on. Let me know which ones you want to see, and I will put them back up. So. All right, now let's hit the ball. Blank is right. All right, you want to get down, dude?
Hello, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Are you on
evening.
your fucking? Are you on a camera yet? Is he on a camera? I can't see.
I'm not on a camera, but you don't need to see my face. You only need to hear my voice.
Tom, how come you're not on? What happened to your fucking camera, dude?
There's a camera in a box over here. It's what do you want to see me for? Like, who cares what I look like?
Well, because I mean, because I want to make sure I know what you're doing, dude. Okay, I just don't want to be I don't want to. If we
This
hear you taking a
laptop.
shit,
We don't want to
I'm
talk
just
to robots. We want to see your real human face and make sure
right.
you're not a clone or a reptilian. You got to prove that you're human.
Can't
You know the
trust
little
You're gonna see me
captcha?
drinking
You
beer
gotta
and
click it.
smoking personally rolled cigarettes. Then
That's right, Mo. What's up,
I
Jax?
don't want
I want a cigarette.
What's happening?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much.
All right, so let's fucking everyone else, you guys are all welcome to fucking just come in and join us until this bitch is filled up. So feel free to come and join us and say what's up, man. We're just on here bullshitting about whatever fucking smoke down now, you know. We can drop all the political talk and we're gonna go straight into our fucking normal UFO ancient aliens fucking discussions. And who has a topic for us on the UFO ancient alien field? Jax, yeah, motherfucker. You better pick something.
All right. But you
My
don't
theory's
see
out
you
there.
don't see any of the Secure Team 10 videos because you don't go over there at all, right?
I don't watch it at all, man. And everyone always says they're like, "Hey, Kyle, have you seen this? Kyle, have you seen that?" No, I haven't fucking seen it. I don't fucking watch it.
That whole thing with the MIB supposedly following him around turns out to be
What?
supposedly like one guy that travels from his home state in Idaho or Cleveland or somewhere up to and sits in front of Tyler's house. Yeah, supposedly.
Fucking weird. What a fucking weirdo.
Whoa, that's scary as shit, dude. I'm sorry, but that's worse than the MIB, dude. To have a dude coming from states away and shit. Hey, what up, Ford? How you doing, buddy?
Go out there with a fucking gat.
Fast
get a
Rod
move on.
Ford. How you doing, buddy? We finally got your ass on.
What's up, man?
What up, brother? Good. We're glad you could come and join us, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
All right. So, no, Sean, what were you saying?
I don't know. Depends.
You better fucking think of it quickly, dude.
I just think it's really weird that he has a fucking person following him. I would go the fuck out there and be like, "Look, motherfucker, hit the fucking bricks or I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Right, dude? I
Very
mean, shut the fuck up, dude. You need to kick rocks, dude. I'm fucking a conspiracy theorist. I'm crazy as shit right now, dude. I'll fucking go all Nibiru Anunnaki on your ass and fucking rock you, dude.
Well, supposedly he had his wife filming on his deck, and he got on his motorcycle and rode past the truck without
And he
even
left
stopping
his
to
wife
say.
there. He left his wife there to get all brutalized.
Yeah. Talk about being insane, dude.
You know, and it's funny because my man Ben here, he's like, "What the fuck are you crazy fucks talking about, dude?" It's another YouTube. He's actually the #1 YouTube UFO YouTube channel on.
He's the biggest UFO hoaxer on the web.
Yes, correct. You know, biggest UFO hoaxer on the web, and he's believing that he was making videos saying that the MIB, the Men in Black, were following him. And everyone else is like, it's just some dude. Like some dude's just like, I guess now we got some Sean saying there was some evidence, or Jackson saying there's evidence of it just being some dude from out of state who just came up to see him or something, like a stalker.
No, just sat there right in the parking lot, right next to his house.
What, like a super fan or something?
I don't know.
That's fucking weird, man. You know? Because I mean, I got fans who like want to come up and see me and shit like that, but like they got the decency to be like, "Hey, Kyle, can I come up to your house and say hi?" I'm like, "Yeah, shit, come stay the night with me. I don't give a fuck." You know? I mean, you know, see, Tyler, he's not cool like that. He's like, no, you can't come over and stay the night with me. My mom won't let you.
I have a few questions.
What up, buddy?
Ben, have you ever witnessed anything paranormal or otherworldly that you might want to share with the community?
I'm on.
You know,
We can't hear him, UFO proof.
UFO together? Yeah, we saw a good one, man. You know, now he's not fucking telling you guys because, you know, he thinks we're all crazy, all right? But, you know, well, we all are crazy, you know. But as a matter of fact, you know, and this is the problem with ufology is that, and this is one of the reasons why I started UFO Proof, is that people see UFOs, they are afraid to tell people. They're embarrassed of it. And it's like, we shouldn't be embarrassed of it. That's what sucks, man. We should not be embarrassed to tell people of our sightings. And, you know, and Ben is a really good friend of mine. And even he's still, you know, embarrassed to say something. But as a matter of fact, we had an awesome sighting. And fucking Ben was actually going off about fucking, I remember that shit. And that shit was fucking, that was a great sighting, wasn't it? It was really cool. It was
let it loose.
That's understandable, Kyle, because how long did it take for you to share your experience with all of us?
Hey, oh, correct. You know, yeah, it took me a while, and that's just one experience, and I've had many experiences, and that one. How long did it took a long time before I fucking would come out and say anything about that, you know? And there's still shit that's so fucking insane. It's so fucking like personal and fucking and just mind blowing that I still have not told anybody. And and I'm dying to fucking tell everybody. And it's like, I can't because it's just fucking too much, man. But it's the fucking, so fucking, it's so real. It's such the real deal that's going to blow people away. And I can't fucking bring myself to do it, man. I don't know how long it'll take before I can. But it took me it took a good while, man. At least I think fucking probably a year before I told my story, I think. Or no, probably like 8 months before I told my story, I think, dude. You know? And that was just one fucking sighting. I don't even like talking about my sightings. And fucking I am UFO proof. This is like my channel, and I've fucking got issues talking about it, you know?
I tried to get my camera working, but it won't work, so fuck you all.
Ah, fuck, Tom.
All right, so before you left, Tom, what was your hypothesis?
You guys got to it. You sort of got to it at the end, but it's similar to one of Scott Adams' hypotheses, which is that this guy's dad was a thrill-seeking psychopath, described as a psychopath. Most psychopaths have two elements to their personality: fearless personality condition, which isn't a disorder unless it's combined with anti-personality disorder, in which case you get a psychopath.
Oh, this sounds crazy.
Right. So his father was
like
a psychopath.
4 voices at once.
What?
Is there a problem with the sound? See, I don't know what the problem is. My computer's fine.
You guys hear that? It sounded like 4 voices at once.
Turn your volume down, bro.
Turn my volume down.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jen? I didn't know we have a new guy on here. Jen, what up, Jen?
So anyway, so his dad was a thrill-seeking psychopath. His brother's got a lengthy criminal record. His other brother says he was a criminal, but he was never caught. That's the one interviewed. And this new guy, this guy who did the shooting, appears to have been a high-stakes gambler, thrill-seeking again. And what the theory is that when he went on that anxiety medication, even the thrill he got from
I got mine hooked up to a speaker.
He couldn't get the thrill anymore from the gambling, and he decided he wanted one last thrill and to check out, and that was what he chose to do. A lot of people can go through their lives with fearless personality condition without ever going antisocial, and they'll die, and you'll never know they were capable of doing something like that. But sometimes a person has that within them, and they make a choice later in life to do that, and that's what I think happened. I think that's the most plausible theory, is that genetically he's predisposed to this type of thing.
That sounds like an even bigger conspiracy theory than the fucking first one.
But it's actually true. It's actually true that his dad is a crazy person.
Yeah,
and
it's all true. Everything I just said is true. So I guess the real world is crazier than
that. Sounds like an even bigger conspiracy theory than the fucking first one.
But it's actually true. It's actually true that his dad is a crazy person.
Make sure you turn your hang on, you guys. Hang on.
Yeah,
Make sure you hang on. Stop talking, you fucks.
Kyle.
Make sure you turn your YouTube down. If
Kyle.
you're watching this, turn your YouTube down.
If you're looking for a motive, it's going to be something more complex and more nuanced. then something very simple where it's just like, oh, it's a big red bright color and everyone's like, oh, that makes sense. It's going to be something more complex. Like this guy his whole family has a history of psychopathy. Okay, one, two. Psychopaths need thrill. They need extra things in their life to feel something.
So it doesn't have to be fucking politically motivated if it's
he was prescribed anti-anxiety medication, which made it even more difficult for him to feel, and so this is what it led to. It's a plausible theory.
Yeah, he was taking Valium.
I agree 100%, man. You know, absolutely. That makes the most sense to me that he's crazy. Now, hang on, everybody. Hold up, guys, everybody. Jen, are you there? Can you hear me, buddy?
This is Gyro 420.
Gyro 420, what up, motherfucker? We finally got your ass on here, too.
What up, fucker?
Dude, it's about time, man. Fucking, we're gonna burn one, dude. You got one fucking toke up with us, dude?
Yes, I do.
Smoke it up. Cheers, fuckface.
One hand.
I'm out tonight, but I wish.
Answer it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so Kyle, you were saying,
Kyle,
you were saying you found the third phase of moon videos, so you're gonna put them back up?
I fucking did, man. I fucking did. I'm going to put those bitches back up, and you know what? You know, like you know, I had to take down fucking 60 videos, Tom. You know?
Yeah, I remember.
Fucking that shit sucked, dude. That fucking that dropped my fucking revenue. That cut all my views. I was almost at 1 million views. And it fucking cut them back down to like a fucking I lost about 180,000 views, and I mean, like, it all around sucked balls, dude. And I said, you know what, there's certain videos that I know people are going to want to see and all that good shit, and so I'm like, I got to start getting those back up. And you know, my balloon summoners videos,
I love
the third
that.
phase of, you know Steven Nixon on here.
I don't know, but I know the balloon summoner video was the video that made me subscribe to your channel.
That's a lot of people fucking subscribe because of it, dude. Yeah, a lot of people subscribe. This is great, man. Well, fucking the Steven Nixon, he was just on the Hangouts with us a couple nights ago. He was a guy who's like was he Irish or whatever, and he was speaking an American accent. It was fucking hilarious. But he was like going off about the third phase of moon videos, dude. And you know, I think he's even writing about them in the comment section on like the last Hangout video. But he's dying to get them up there, and so I know some other people have mentioned it to me, and so I gotta get it back up there. And I searched so hard. You gotta understand, I deleted this shit off of YouTube. And when it came to the other videos, I had it on YouTube, so I didn't have any reason to save it on my computer anymore. You know, so I'm like, I can make room for it, and I fucking like erased that shit a while ago. And how I fucking found 2 copies that I found a copy of each one of the episodes, like fucking hidden away in some fucking fucked up file, dude. I couldn't fucking believe it, dude.
Oh, that's good.
But I was fucking stoked, man.
I don't know if he's gonna want to do a third one. We had a brief conversation on one of the Hangouts after you left, after it went off live, and I'm not sure how well we got along. I was trying to joke around with him a bit, but I think I don't know. He's a little bit touchy with me. I was kind of making fun of him about Corey Good, and he sort of got a bit defensive. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, really? No shit, dude.
Yeah, I said, why didn't you ask Corey Good if you know he'd been to the moon and to Mars and underground to see the elves and all that? Why didn't you just ask him why he didn't bring a moon rock back or something, you know? and he said, I did ask him that. You obviously didn't listen to the interview all the way through. And I said, no, Corey Good gives me a headache. I can't listen to him for more than 10 minutes. And I don't know. That was where we left it. But I don't know. I don't know about that guy. I don't know if we get along. I don't know if I get along with Blake and Brent. We'll see. We could try something.
Oh, well, Blake and Brent. I was talking about Steven Nixon, dude.
Yeah. I was talking about Blake and Brent.
Why?
Phase of moon on us.
The third phase of the moon.
Brothers are awesome.
Dude, they're funny as fucking hell, dude. You know, like I said, for like just like
They're
dude,
funny as hell, that's for sure.
they're cool dudes, man. I like them, dude. They're funny, man. You know, like especially when I talk to them, like, you know, even when they come on our show, dude, it's funny. Like when they come on our channel, they're still acting like they're characters, you know, and they're still like kind of like hosting the show, like how they would talk and shit. But when I talk to them privately, when it's just us and they're just calling me on Skype and shit, dude, they talk like I talk, dude. They're like, oh yeah, fuck this, blah blah blah. Like, you know, they're fucking really down to earth. They're really cool, you know.
They're great guys. I'm just saying, my only problem with those guys is, you know, my problem. My problem is they're more interested in making videos and finding out what the truth actually is, and that's my biggest beef with them. But I'm fine. I can live with them. And we, you know,
but
I don't care that you do
what's the
things
whole
with them.
point of having the channel is to making the videos, man. Yeah, that's the whole point of UFO
If
Proof.
you put that ahead of figuring out what's actually going on, though, you end up with a bunch of hubcaps flying through the air. That's
I like Agent Mulder. Got Agent Mulder in the room.
Yeah, oh shit, man. What else we got on here, man? All right, what up, JD Astray Killer?
Where the
Kyle,
free
read your YouTube comments. What do you mean read my YouTube comments? What, right now? Why the videos? Oh, I'm kidding, buddy. What are you saying? Oh, man, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to read the comments. Yeah.
I was reading them.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Bro, I tell offense to this weed comment. He took offense to this weed comment. JD Killer says, hey Kyle, buddy, sorry to inform you and break your heart, crush your spirits, but Bernie Sanders is a flat earther, man. Wah, wah. Fuck, dude, what a lame fucking, oh my god, dude, come on, JD, man. You know, dude, fucking, you gotta stop getting your jokes from popsicle sticks, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck. It sounds like you got that fucking joke from a Bazooka Joe comic, dude. Fuck, man. Oh shit! It has to be the weediest channel ever right now. Fuck yeah, dude. We all this is a fucking weed smoking channel, man. You better fucking believe it, dude. If we just had Alex on here, dude.
It's impossible to face the truth.
Yeah, bro. Scott, all these people are missing. Alex is gonna get the
fucking Alex, that motherfucker, dude. You know, he's supposed to be coming down here, and us three are supposed to be making a trip up to the East City Ranch. You know, how fucking cool would that be, dude?
Do you have to pay the like $3,000 to go there though?
No, fuck no, dude. I'm not paying $3,000 to go there. I'll go there and I'll fucking kick James Gilead's ass, and he'll just let us in, dude. So because he won't want to receive another ass whooping. I mean, I'll be like, listen here, you fucking fruity bitch. All right, I'll grab him by his fucking ponytail. I'm like, listen here, you little cupcake. You're gonna let me in this fucking gate right now, you know?
You need to bring an ultralight and fly to the mountain and try and get inside that door that opened on the side of the mountain.
I'm not gonna go crashing into any shadow, okay, dude? Fuck you.
Which ranch is it where the guy bought the house and there was all kinds of weird shit going on? Was it the
That's it.
Skinwalker Ranch or Starbucks Ranch?
Skinwalker Ranch is one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Skinwalker Ranch.
I want to go to that shit.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I gotta go, you guys. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for fucking coming and joining me tonight. You know, fucking, you know, I love
you guys.
Yeah, my fucking girl down. I'm about to fucking, I gotta go pick her up, dude. All right, but thank you guys. Fucking Sean, thank you for the fucking Thursday night throwdown, and we will be back next Thursday at 8 o'clock to fucking throw down again on the next crazy conspiracy bullshit we can think of. All right? As for everyone, thank you guys for coming and joining me, dude. Fucking, Fast Rod Ford and Gyro 420 and Sean, Jax, Tom. You guys think
I'll tell you some stuff I think whenever.
I have a story to tell you one of these days.
I gotta go pick up my girl, you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you fucking next time. Don't forget, everybody, hit that fucking like button and go to my main homepage and hit that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so you get notifications every time I go live. And so you guys can come in and join in with us. All right, you guys. I see you next time. UFO Proof out. All right, later, you guys. For a second, and on I'll host. So what he showed me a video of this a gentleman was and I'm talking like from the, you know, there's two different videos he showed me, but The one with the gentleman from the Red Elephant, the YouTube channel, which is obviously a lefty liberal. This Red Elephant guy said that he heard the shots and that he was saying that these were the regular shots and that these ones were the echoes and comparing them. And I'm saying that when you hear the video, anyone who's been around guns should automatically recognize that the first shots that you hear from the taxi cab driver's perspective is the bullets are actually coming towards them, like where the cabbie is. The bullets are flying at them. That's why you hear such a extenuating sound. Like it's very forceful. It's like it's happening right there by them. And then the rest of the sounds sound off in the distance. That's because the gunman had actually changed his direction, changed his position, and is now shooting away from the cabbie, who's actually being blocked by the sound by a building.
I don't think that's going to affect the sound that much unless he actually walked to the opposite side of the building and the building is cushioning the sound. But from what I know, the shooting all took place on the same side of the building.
Yes. And that's what I'm talking about.
Just him changing left to right a little bit isn't going to change the amount of sound that's coming out of that gun.
No, that's the thing. From the cabbie's point of view, from their perspective, it will change. It'll change drastically because the bullets are coming towards the cabbie, like in their direction. So they're getting a lot more sound. And the bullets are going away from them.
The bullet's not making the sound. The sound's emanating from the end of the muzzle, which is going to go in a radial field for sound.
It's also it's being directed towards the cabbie. And when the bullets are coming towards the cabbie, it's like that's going to, pick up even more sound. And then when it goes away from them, along with the building and everything, it's going to.
I think no matter what, it's going to be this.
There's not any evidence I see in any of those footage supporting another gunman. Everyone is knowing that it's coming from this fucking direction, from this guy on that floor. I mean, where are you guys at now? Where is this other gunman at now?
Probably in the building or on the ground. There might be more than two. There might be 3 shooters. There was somebody said that girl got shot in the front of the knee and it blew her knee out the back of her leg when she was in cover. And then there was another person that was hiding, and he said that he was also shot in cover. But mostly, what I'm basing my hypothesis on is the point of view from the taxi driver, the change in the sound. You think it's echoes, but it doesn't line up. There's too many gunshots. It's not the same amount of shots.
Well, that's just the thing. Like, I recognized it as the echoes. And then we had Sergeant Schill on here who really knows what he's talking about. And he, in fact, did call out just by hearing it, he called out exactly what the shooter was shooting, what kind of gun he was shooting, and that he was using a bump stock on his weapon. And he did call all that out prior to. Now, because you were on here.
I can't confirm or deny that he said that before the evidence was released.
Shit, you can't fucking confirm or deny it. You were on the fucking show with us.
No, I don't know if he had saw the leaked images of the room, and me or you can't prove that he didn't see that.
Fine, you're all right. Can't confirm or deny that, but at the most part.
Yeah. No,
so are you calling Schill a liar?
No, I'm just saying there's other military people out there that disagree from that perspective that may have the same or more experience than Schill. No offense, Schill. I know you're
yeah. Do you still have the link up for this cab driver video? Do you have that readily available?
I mean, I can find it in a second.
Okay, I'll let you find it.
Same, because it's above them at the same distance. It's not like the guy turning left or right is going to change the amount of sound that the cabbie's phone is recording because he's below the gunfire. So that guy turning that little bit, I just don't think is going to change that sound that drastically. I can understand it a little bit, but a lot like that. It's
like a speaker. Like if you have a speaker and it's directing its sound out and everyone's hearing it and it's bumping, it's pointing this way, the person over on this side is going to hear it a lot more. But if you turn it away, this person who's still over here is not going to hear it the same.
Yeah, I understand
now,
that.
It would still be the same for somebody who's in the middle, but not for someone who's on one side of it.
Yeah, but he's below it. He's not really on a side of it. He's below it.
He's on
for
the
one.
it can't be. He's on the side and below. He's
A
both.
little bit, yeah. But I just
You know,
don't think it's going to change that much. The drastic change. I understand a little bit, but the drastic sound, and then as he even drove around, it still changed. It was going to different places all over the place.
Now I can prove this theory to be correct. I bet you I can prove my statements to be correct. And I think we could go ahead. It's obviously it's too late now, but I would be willing to go and fucking shoot the gun. We could shoot my fucking shotgun and I could be planted behind something else with the phone, and you can listen to it. We can have Ben shoot the gun towards our direction and then shooting it away from our direction with something as a buffer in between us, and watch. We could even measure the fucking what's that fucking called, Sean, when you measure the sound? Yes, correct.
Level.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be that drastic.
I bet you it's a huge difference.
No. The only way,
no, it's fucking on now, dude. Yo, fucking
the only way the sound could be cushioned, how you're saying, is if he was literally on the other side of the building. That's the only way I could see it happening.
You okay? Like, I'm gonna have to draw you like a fucking mate. Sean and I are actually friends. We do not mean any of the hurtful stuff that we say or any stuff like that. We are definitely friends, dude. So behind the scenes, we're boys. But for the show, you know, we have our own separate opinions. I'm a left guy. He's a right guy. And so that's just where it at, you know? Exactly. All right. So now tell me your fucking crazy ass kooky conspiracy, all right? On this.
Why is everything got to be kooky conspiracy? Why can't it just be
because it's not real. Because it's go ahead.
Just analyzing the footage, you know, taking what we can from it.
Okay.
And, it sounds like someone's shooting on the ground, or maybe very low in the building, close to the taxi driver, and the number of shots and the different locations. It just sounds way far apart.
Now the sounds, I gotta say that the sounds, one, from, you know, being a gun guy, shooting guns and shit, those, I definitely recognize those sounds as echoes, and and then the directional change of the gun. Like, so the gun's shooting one way, the bullets are coming at one direction from where this cab driver is hearing them, and then the gun's been changing direction, and so now you're hearing a completely different sound and all that. And I think that completely explains away what the guy from the Red Elephant was saying with his theory. You know, but I want to know this. If you honestly believe that there's these multiple shooters, how come no one has a video of this other shooter?
Well, they're not even releasing video of the single shooter or any of the security footage. You know, they have cameras everywhere that shows everything. And we've barely scratched the surface on what's really been released. We have some shaky cell phone footage and, you know, the taxi driver footage. I mean, it's good footage for what it is.
Count that as legitimate, right? We can say that it's not going to be manipulated by the man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
That's going to be real footage. So
yeah.
where do you know, there's an extra laptop here. All right, here we go. What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. And this is our Thursday night throwdown. I have an awesome intro song, but I forgot to set that shit up, and so maybe I'll get it down at the last bit. Like we'll close with it, right? And introducing everybody, this is my partner Ben. Ben is the newest member of the fucking Proofer crew, except he's here with me live. He's going to be doing my camera work and helping me with merchandising, helping me making videos and all the good shit, all the shit that's behind the scenes where you need fucking extra hands with, you know. Ben is the fucking man. I finally found a guy who can actually fucking do this shit. He can act. He can do all kinds of great shit, man. So he's going to be a big part of the show now. And so I want to welcome him aboard. Ben, fucking thank you for coming and joining us, dude.
Thanks, man.
Fuck yeah, buddy. All right. Now, on to the best part of this. This is the Thursday night throwdown. This is where UFO Proof versus our main Muslim denying hater, Sean, over here, who is in complete denial of his Muslim brotherhood. But you know, we're not going to hold that against him. How you doing tonight, Sean? You doing good, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're fucking doing excellent. All right. So let's get ready to throw down, man. And we're going to start this off. You motherfucker, dude. You're going to fucking get it now, dude. We're going to start this off with Las Vegas. Now, I say the Las Vegas shooting is exactly what they are reporting. I am believing what the mainstream media is reporting us. There was a single shooter on the 32nd floor, and he shot 59 people or 58 people and then shot himself. And that's what I'm believing. Sean has a different view, an incorrect view. And before we start, I'm just going to say this right now so everybody understands this. Sean and I are friends, all right? Despite whatever we say and despite whatever fucking little cocky smug ass fucking face he might